Hello, hello! Welcome back to Ace Attorney. Yeah, apologize, Ace Attorney. Oh, we are starting this one. Ah, man. I'm gonna hear this song a lot, aren't I? Oh, hey. July 7th. This is so cool! Us at a Gaviner's concert, I guess? Huh? Did you say something? My ears are still ringing. The Gaviners, putting sick back in music. Well, I thought Mr. Gavin was really nice. Sending us those tickets at 20% off. 20% off? Not like at least 50? Aren't we friends? Or at least acquaintances. I guess 20% is kind of an acquaintance sale price. Hard to get a hold of, you know? When you invite people to a concert, it's usually free. Let's head to his dressing room, Apollo. You know, like we're a couple of VIPs. I've always dreamed of being a VIP at a Gaviner's show. Trucy, you didn't know who Prosecutor Gavin was before that case. What kind of fan doesn't know the lead vocalist's name? More like a prince, really. Yeah, but I'm a girl. I'm supposed to swoon over gods of rock. God awful, maybe. I bought all their stuff on the way home from the trial. I got 12 Gaviner's albums and 15 concert videos. That was quite a bit of impulse shopping. I got an advance on my next 15 years worth of allowance. For Mr. Wright, that sounds like a real act of generosity. I would have imagined me here, at a Gaviner's concert, watching Prosecutor Gavin rock. To be honest, he was kind of cool. I'm kind of envious. Not that I'd ever admit that to Trucy. The dressing room. Ah, you made it! Mr. Gavin, thanks so much for the tickets! And the invoice you sent along with them. You're incredible up on stage, Mr. Gavin. Ah, nothing like music to brighten the mood after a trial, yeah? And we're almost ready for our next act. I'm looking forward to it myself. Lemuroir singing, right? The siren of the ballad? Oh yeah. That flyer said she flew all the way over for this show. That's right. I happened to catch her show while overseas. Her voice is divine. I knew I had to invite her to perform with us. Lemuroir says, you praise me too highly. Whoa, who's this guy? He's huge. Ah, allow me to introduce Mr. Romain de LeTouse. LeTouse? Oh my god, Romain Lettuce! Mr. Romain Lettuce. Okay, yeah. Lemuroir's manager. And her interpreter, incidentally. It is a great honor for us to be here. And a great honor for Lemuroir to be heard in this country. Cymbals! Wingdings! That voice. I wish I could understand it. It's beautiful. More wingdings! Wingdings 2! Ooh, it's Lemuroir! I'm actually meeting Lemuroir. I'm gonna butcher her name so many times. Lemuroir, Mysterious songstress. Her quiet, deep song glides through the air, lilting above a sparse but elegant piano accompaniment. Now this is music. She's a real artist. Webdings! Lamroir says, "We have long looked forward to this joint performance." Haha, Lamroir, your voice. It is art. Wingdings! Yet without his piano to guide me, it is but a voice. I've seen this kid somewhere before. He plays piano at all of Lamroir's concerts. He's cute, and he's a really good pianist. Good pianists are a dying breed, I hear. Most of them are becoming gamblers at Borscht Bowl clubs. Allow me to introduce Maki Tobe. Tobai? Maki Tobe. What's the pun here? Tobai. Let's see. Maki Tobayu. It's just supposed to sound foreign. Okay. He is blind. This is why he never strays far from Lamroir. They're always together. They're like characters from some fairy tale. Lamroir's so, what's that word? Exotic. And mysterious. She does seem quite pretty. At least her eyes do. Hers is a kind of sightseeing music. Huh? She travels the globe, putting the sights she sees into song. Even though her appearance and her voice are exotic, her songs remind us of something close and warm. Sights into song? That's so poetic. She was gracious enough to put my music to lyrics tonight. The Guitar Serenade. I hope you enjoy it. I can't wait! And now, it is time. For the next part, we're giving the Gaviners hard rock a little rest. Lamroir, the stage is yours. Wingdings. The band members will not play during Lamroir's ballad. Only Maki's tender tones and Lamroir's dulcet voice. And my guitar, of course. Woohoo! Nights like this make it all worthwhile, you know? I should have learned to play the guitar. There's not much romance in Chords of Steel. Chords of Steel! Shall we hit the stage then? Good luck, Mr. Gavin! Take care your hearts aren't stolen away, yeah? Let's get back to the concert hall, Polly. Yeah, we love concerts! Welcome Breeze just in time for this song. He's just over there trying to put the guitar out. Oh, yeah. Woo! Best song ever! Wow, wasn't Lamroir amazing? I even cried a little. Sure, yeah. I was surprised Prosecutor Gavin actually burned his guitar. Yeah, that even surprised me, and I'm a magician. What a production. What a destruction. I don't think Prosecutor Gavin was expecting it either, oddly. He looked as surprised as I was. Is that what they call risking life and limb for art? I think he's my new hero. I'm not sure I'd call that art. What are we doing here? Let's get going to Mr. Gavin's dressing room. There's 20 minutes till the last part of the show. How many breaks does this band need? What the heck was that? I was never consulted about it. Sorry, Mr. Gavin, sir. I asked the man in charge. I play new rock, not great balls of fire. Speaking of fire, I have a good mind to fire whoever's responsible. I don't know how to do angry German. He seems upset. Apollo Justice! Were you the one who tried to torch me? Hey, I didn't do it! So much for risking your life for art. The guitar serenade is ruined! Ruined! Well, let's try to talk to him at least. I'm not sure that's the best move right now. And so instead, let's look at everything in the background. Police uniform hangs on the stand here. Ooh, I want to try it on. Nothing to see here. Move along. It's okay. You don't have to go that far to be special. You're not exactly the type who's just another face in the crowd. Really? You think so? I guess you're right. I feel like a meanie for making that insinuation. Handcuffs, hat, no parking. What's a police recruitment poster doing here? Rock on with the police. Maybe they're trying to trick kids into thinking the police are some kind of band. But that's just silly. Who'd name a band the Police? That guitar! That's a legendary AA400, the Red Badger. I thought rock was supposed to be rebellious, not civic. Every aspiring guitarist wants one of these. They even paint their own guitars to look like it. Ah, the fickleness of youth. You should dye your hair Badger Red too. I like my hair the way it is, thank you very much. Ah, the stubbornness of age. Gloves and sunglasses. These are some pretty heavy-duty gloves. Maybe they have to carry around hot pots or something? They are a little thick. I couldn't even stuff a pigeon in those. That's exactly what I was thinking. Yep, absolutely, Trucy. Look! It's a postcard of L'Amour. What are these letters at the bottom? I've never seen these before. It must be her native tongue. Borginian. Borginian, huh? Postcard. Let's take a closer look at that postcard. L'Amour painting is very difficult if you have no pigments on your brush. And no, palette to work with to, carry those pigment or paints or oils or really anything. Sightseeing music. Alright. Yo, some curry? Oh, it's plastic. Why is that plastic bowl of stew sitting there? Maybe they use it for interrogating bad guys. Fess up to what you did and we'll let you eat that stew. That's just mean. It gets worse. See, if the bad guy confesses, they say, okay, eat it, if you can. See, it's made of plastic. It's like you don't know which ones are the real bad guys. I think you need to take a deep breath, Trucy. Lamp. Yo, another guitar. Ooh, a cruiser guitar. They sold those to commemorate 5 years of the band. Rocking it hard, under the speed limit. There's a cruiser bass and a cruiser drum set and a cruiser keyboard, even a cruiser whistle. I'm not so sure about that last one. It's for blowing the whistle on criminals. I don't think that requires an actual whistle, Trucy. Someone drew the Gaviner's mark in lipstick here. Lipstick? I'd like to wear some lipstick someday. Oh? You don't use lipstick yet, Trucy? Daddy won't let me. Not until I learn to play piano, he says. You'll be waiting a long time then, I'm afraid. Yield to the law! This place is decorated like a high school dance. Though, I think our decorations were paper, not literal chains. The Gaviners are into chains. It's part of their image. Huh, no kidding. Ever since they used chains on the cover art for Gonna Lock You Up. They're really into the whole police thing, aren't they? It'd be cooler if they turned that red light on. They don't have to turn on the red light. They don't have to turn on the red light. Anything else? Oh, hey, a speaker. That speaker looks familiar. No? Yeah, like the one they used for the PA system back in school. Oh, we have one of those in my classroom too. That's right, she's still in junior high. Oh, I feel old. Same. Anything else? No? Alright. Present badge. Hair, forehead. Yeah? Understand that I'm not Prosecutor Gavin now. I am lead vocal of the Gaviners. 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 That badge sings a different song, on a different stage. Right. I wish I had an alter ego to hide behind sometimes. Here, postcard. What are those postcards doing there, Prosecutor Gavin? Eh? Lamroirs, you mean? It's part of her PR campaign. I received a stack. You can have one if you'd like. Don't worry, I already took one for myself. Ah, that's good to hear. Trucy already swiped one, is why. What's the big idea? Making me look like a criminal. Making me look like a criminal. It was a collaboration. I've always wanted to do a collaboration. Usually, a collaboration is for creating, not stealing. Let the kid dream. Time to talk. You mean the guitar that wasn't part of the act? Part of the act? Who'd burn up a guitar on purpose? But it worked really well with the lyrics just then. Burning on in my heart, fire, burn my love away, all away. Wait, you think the audience thought it was... Sounds like he got lucky. They probably thought it was part of the act. At least, I did. He got lucky and he didn't realize it. Anyway, that guitar was the Ferrari of... That guitar was the Ferrari of guitars. All the speed and all the sound. And all the price. If I burned one of those at every show, I'd go broke. Unusually frugal for a rock band. Try saying that to Mr. Gavin. Today's been one disaster after another. My hog won't run, my guitar case is broken. Daddy told me Daddy told me there'd be days like these. Wasn't Lamroir's song incredible? You worked on it too, right, Mr. Gavin? Ah, yeah. Yes, thanks. It was a collaboration. I wrote the lyrics, and she wrote the melody. You know, I was surprised she could sing in English. I'm sure she has practiced a long time for this day. Ah, here. Yo, the lyrics! What's this? A lyrics sheet is yours. Signed by myself and Lamroir. Yippee! Thanks so much! Thanks so much! All I ever get to sign are client defense agreements. Almost time for the third act of the night. Oh, there's more? Yes, Lamroir's part is done. Now it's time for us to drop our groove again, yeah? Hope you're ready to catch it. Woohoo! Ready, Apollo? I think I'll pass. Huh? I like the bit with Lamroir, but the rest could use a volume knob. Turned way down. Apollo, you're getting old. Does 22 qualify as old to a 15-year-old? Well, I'm going. Let the old folks rest backstage, yeah? Time to rock. Hey, you're older than I am. Get your ass back here. Backstage hallway. Hey, it's you. It's you, that right kid. Detective Sky. I'll let that right kid business pass. Call me Emma. There's no need for titles once you've shared a bottle of fingerprinting powder. That's a new one. So, Emma, what are you doing here? Isn't it obvious? I'm snacking. You think I want to be here? Me, in charge of security in the pit? Security? Did something happen? There's no knowing with that glamorous fop. Sorry, glimmerous fop. Apparently he's all upset because something was stolen. He wanted security back here during the concert. Where needs to get off acting like he's some big rock star? He is a big rock star. Hey, you listening to me? So, where's this door here lead to? This one? That's Lemroir's dressing room. Don't even think about going in there unless you want a piece of snack ooze in your mouth. In your face. Okay. Is she ever in a good mood, I wonder? Hold on. There's an earpiece here, and I want it. What's this? Some kind of headset earpiece? Munch, 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 munch. Why would someone leave this in the hallway? Munch, 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 munch. Maybe Lemroir's bodyguard dropped it? Emma! Will you stop eating those snacks for 1 second and listen? You think you're going to pull me away from my snacks just to hear you mumbling on and on about whatever? You're going to be sorely disappointed. Yeah, at least I got her to stop munching. Oh, it's the blue badger! What's that odd-looking doll doing there? Oh, that's the blue badger. Could you try either talking or munching? But not both? Katonk? What the? She snackooed me. Serves me right for going out of my way. Sorry, I don't speak snackoos. Watch. That's Prosecutor Gavin's, the Gavineer's dressing room. Yeah, man, I am not reading well today. Put so much a hand on the door, and I'll snackoo you. Hold on! But I just came out of there! Don't play smart with me. So this is Lemroir's dressing room. If you even think about going in there, I'll... What the hell? What was that? Was that a gunshot? Something's going on. You! Out of my way! Emma! Lemroir! I missed dialogue. It's not locked. I'm going in. I missed dialogue! Lemroir's dressing room. What's that awful noise? Oh. It's the concert. Oh! It's a dead body! It's Lemroir's manager! Mr. What's-his-name? LeTouse! Oh, no. Hey, you! Me? Watch this room for me. I have to call for backup. Right, understood. You want me to make sure no one comes in, right? And don't touch anything. I'll be right back. Just, me, a dead body on a floor, and my thoughts. What's going on? I just talked to him and now... He's alive! Mr. LeTouse! Can you hear me? Shot. I was shot. Yeah, I can tell. Who? Who shot you? I don't know. Ask what? Ask witness. Witness? There was a witness? Who? Cold. So cold. Witness. You're cold? Don't worry, you're going to be fine. Help is on the way. Can't see Hang in there, Mr. LeTouse. Tell me, who was a witness?
Witness.
Siren? How can a siren witness anything? Mr. LeTouse! Yes! Emma? What was that? Who's there? What's wrong? Emma, did you see anyone just now? Huh? No? I could have sworn I heard a door close. The concert's been canceled. Backup's on its way. Is Mr. LeTouse... He's dead, isn't he? That's terrible. I lost him. Romain LeTouse. Shot. And I heard his last words. The witness is the siren. Whatever that means. Unfortunate skipped dialogue. The venue's locked down. We took names and addresses before letting the crowd go. Good work, Darian. I'll let you know if I find anything out about the victim. Later. It's investigation time then. Yeah, Fräulein Detective? I don't need some rock and rolling prosecutor to tell me that. One request I must make. Tell no one, on staff or otherwise, anything about this. Ooh, a gag order! No word gets out, other than Mr. LeTouse is dead. No word of the cause of death, or of the murder. Tell no one. Not even Lemoire? Not even her. We must keep everything under wraps. Oh, one other thing. I'll need your signature on this, Air Forehead. Yours too, Fraulein. On that? An investigation request. Why just us? You two are civilians. It's standard procedure. That should be okay to sign, I think. Signed with great reluctance and added to the court record. Right, well, get started with the investigation. I'm on it already. And one tip for you. Huh? Me? Try not to get in the Fräulein Detective's way. She's in a foul mood today. Gee, I wonder why. We were all questioned as witnesses. And now, none of us can go home. We'll investigate, all right. Our way. Somehow I don't see us getting back to that crime scene anytime soon. Still can't believe I was there when it happened. Not an experience I care to repeat anytime soon. This is no time for navel gazing. Let's crack this case. Where's the navel to gaze at? I worry about Trucy. She seems to have a very loose idea of what it means to be an attorney. Of course, it's not surprising considering who her father is. Something the matter? No? Let's get cracking. I'm the only one who was there. The only one who heard Mr. LeTouse's last words. First order of business is to find out what he meant by siren. Well, back to looking at stuff. That's the Blue Badger, the police mascot. Does the Blue Badger have something to do with the band? Well, yeah. The Blue Badger is the Gaviner's mascot too. Huh. Go figure. I hear those things fly off the shelves. I'll have to take a closer look at one someday. Just maybe not today. That's the Gaviner's dressing room. The crime scene was Lemoire's dressing room. Next door. Never know what clues might be hiding, Apollo. Let's case this joint. After you, Trucy, P.I. Lemoire's dressing room. Scene of the crime. We're not supposed to go in there. But aren't we involved? Aren't we duty-bound to investigate? Sadly, no. Though the situation being what it is, now may be our best chance to do some snooping. What about the vending? I'm thirsty, Apollo. Want something to drink? How about this one? A Steel Samurai soda. Now in real steel flavor. Huh? Here, my treat. Hey, this isn't enough change. The machines outside are cheaper. This one is highway robbery. Man, artists hardly get a cut, and they're charging them even more with the vending machines. A concert poster for the Guilty as Charged tour. I love that name, Guilty as Charged. Seems kind of negative to me. Well, why don't we do the opposite? Magician Trucy presents Innocent as Charged tour. It kind of loses its impact, doesn't it? Case. Looks like an instrument case. A big instrument case. It's a great magic trick you can do with one of these. Huh? What kind? Miraculous, beautiful girl escapes the case illusion. So it's the girl who's miraculous, not the escape. Ah, so picky. Cables. A staircase, a map. And let's go to the earpiece again. What's that? It looks like some kind of future phone. Not a phone, a transceiver. It's called a headset. What's a headset doing on the floor? Wait, do you think Mr. LeTouse might have been wearing it? Like one of those bodyguards? I don't think he was wearing one when we first met. LED on this thing's lit. It must be on. Are you not gonna pick it up or anything? Alright, well. Investigation request. To ensure the efficiency and secrecy of our investigation, the bearer is hereby ordered to speak to no one outside the investigation concerning any details of the case. District Police Chief. Okay, cool. You sold the queen. I don't know, so tight. Pleasure, by fleeing raps and blah 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 blah. Bobo, burning the heart file. This is where the guitar is set on fire. Burn my love away. All fire like a bullet. Love fire. Take my love away. All away. Guitar up together to the sky. Cool. Is her signature here? No. Alright, well. Wait, when did I come in here? I thought I was in the hallway still. Am I stupid? I'm probably stupid. I'm not stupid. I got teleported to the dressing room. Hold on. I look at that postcard. I looked at that postcard and it moved me into this room. Huh. Can I examine things in here? Everything seems to be the same. Let's, move into the dressing room that I'm currently in. There we go. Oh, that's weird. Huh, looks like nobody's here. Prosecutor Gavin's probably busy with the case too. No rest for the wicked. No rest for us either, Apollo. Let's get rocking. Rock, rock. Rock, rock. Rock, rock. Zug, zug. And of course, they're still the same in here. The stew is still plastic. The guitar is still angry and red, and also sad. Well, I guess that's it. Whole bunch of nothing. I mean, I don't think I see anything new. Alright. Back to the hallway we go. Straight into the room we were told we're not allowed to go into. Oh, it's you. I figured you'd come. Yeah. I need to do my mouth exercises on a break because, oh boy, I am not enunciating anything. You have to let us investigate the scene, please. You're attorneys, no? Shouldn't you wait until you have a client? LeTouse did tell me to ask the witness, the siren. His dying breath, no less. Doesn't that count? Glare at me all you want. You'll get no snacks from me. Please, think of poor Lenoir. Well, I suppose. You did find the body with me. Great, let's get to it. Right! Just try not to touch anything. She's letting us look. She's not munching on her snacks. This bodes well. There are clues here, I can feel it. Leave no hanger unhung, no spot unspotted. Alright, let's actually talk to you first before I get cut off by some other discovery. Mr. Romain Lettuce, wasn't it? Romain LeTouse. He was Lenoir's manager and interpreter, apparently. This was his first time in the country. So I'm guessing he doesn't know many people here. Doesn't seem likely. Nor can I think of anyone with a motive to murder him. Except for one person, of course. One person? Who? Lenoir. No one here might have had a motive, but she's from... What are you talking about? Hey, it was Emma's idea! I said nothing. Munch. Always with the snacks. He's a big man. Or was. I don't think even I would win in a fight with him. Which is why whoever it was used a revolver, I'm guessing. We sent a request to Borginian Embassy for more info on him. Well, you and I know more about the crime scene than anyone. You do? That's true. It was us who found the body. What? I guess that's what I missed for watching the concert. Hey, I wish I was watching the concert. Anything would be better than this. Well, we know the crime took place during the concert. And when we heard the shot and entered the room, the killer was already gone. What? That doesn't make sense. You came in when you heard the shot and no one was here? How did they leave the room? The window is a little too small, isn't it? Mystery of the disappearing killer. Badge! You always carry that around, don't you? Oh. It was do you. You always carry that around, do you? Just like Mr. Wright. Huh? It's good to never let yourself forget who you are. I'm proud of you. Keep up the good work. Come to think of it, why do I carry this around? Well, I suppose that's one compliment it's got me. Better emphasis. What is this Pop-Tart doing on the floor? Oh, what a pretty Pop-Tart. Oh, Emma? You're not going to say, "Can I have it, please," are you? Oh. Look, you may be a cute little girl of 15, but that doesn't get you any special treatment with me. Aww. It's not healthy to envy the young, Emma. It's not about envy. It's about tampering with evidence. Note to self, Emma lacks a sense of humor. Use caution. You need to learn to respect your elders a little. Something seems so familiar about that brooch. Tracy's still after that brooch, clearly. No way! If you want one that bad, get your daddy to buy it for you. Daddy always says, "Trucy, if you want something, go find or borrow it. Oh, and when in doubt, beg." Leave it to Mr. Wright. Leave it to Mr. Wright. I should be concerned about Trucy's future, but I'm more concerned about the owner of that brooch. Coffee bullet holes. We only heard 2 shots. Are these bullet holes? Looks like it. There are 2 here in the wall. From the look of it, the victim was shot once in the shoulder. The first shot must have missed. There are 2 holes. Wouldn't that mean 2 misses? The murder weapon is a .45 caliber revolver. It's very powerful. I believe what we're seeing here is the mark left by the second bullet after it passed through his shoulder. Ouch. Sounds painful. No kidding. I wonder about this murder weapon. Speaker was blaring at the time of the murder. That's for monitoring the stage from this room. Monitoring? It pipes in a real-time feed from the stage microphones. Useful for knowing when your set is coming up. Yes, I seem to recall it being loud and vaguely musical. It made it hard to hear Mr. LeTouse's last words, that's for sure. Huh. Another ladder. Actually, it's technically a step ladder. Well, hello, Miss Fancy Pants. Please forgive my lack of ladder discrimination. I'm less worried about the step ladder and more worried about why it's there. Why is the ladder here, there, near or far, wherever you are? Well, to climb, right? To reach something in the ceiling? Huh. Maybe for the tinsel. I still say it's a step ladder. Because it is. There's another Gaviner's poster here. Gaviner's poster. I'm just about sick of seeing those, personally. Maybe I'll tear it down. No tampering with the crime scene, Emma. Maybe there's something else I can tear to shreds. Don't look at me! Look at Apollo! Look at Polly! Tear him to pieces. What's wrong, Apollo? Your mouth is catching flies. Nothing. It's nothing. Maybe that's how the killer escaped. That's what you were thinking, right? When we arrived on the scene, the killer had already fled. He or she must have had a way out. And that air vent is one possibility. But it's much too small. Not if the killer were about your size, Trucy. I didn't do it! I was cutting up the dance floor at the time, thank you. I know. Of course I don't think you did it. Unless... It's hard to tell with you sometimes, Apollo. Hey, what have I done? Case closed. Meitante Conan! What's this poster? Let's see. This summer, a Legal Eagles production of the Case Closed. Legal Eagles production of Case Closed. Looks like a poster for a different show. One I wouldn't mind seeing real soon. Apollo! Look at that thing. It's huge. That's a TV. Yeah, a wide flat screen TV. I want one of those. I'm just thinking about, oh my god, these things are all over the place in this size and larger nowadays, and like they're freaking out about a flat screen TV. You'll be wanting for a long time on your salary, Junior. Wait till you're as famous as Mr. Wright was, then dream. I don't think Daddy was ever rich, even when he was in law. Very 2004. Very 2004. Great. Just stomp on my dreams, why don't you? Ooh, Apollo, can I eat some of those, please? Absolutely not. I know. Still, I yearn. Look, you're not the only one eyeing that fruit here. Well then, what are we waiting for? Let's eat. Right. Whoa, stop it. Are you too crazy? Emma, you of all people should know better. She tempted me. She's a temptress. Please, grow up. And also, I was pointing at the wine, which is why I was very confused that they were talking about the fruit. Oh, never mind. We're talking about the ladder again. Man, my voice is gravelly today. No clues here. Seeing these mirrors lined up like this makes me think I'm really... seeing these mirrors lined up like that really makes me think I'm in a dressing room. I make one mistake, and then I make a different mistake. At least the meaning is still the same. You are in a dressing room. Huh. This must be makeup. I've never heard of most of these brands. Maybe they're Borginian? All I know is they sure don't make much of a clue. Look at all these gifts! Look at all these presents. Memoir sure is popular. Oh, I wonder what's inside. We can't open them, can we? Probably not a good idea. You never know what you might find in one of those boxes. Bombs, razors, ransom notes. It could be anything. I'm never having a birthday party again. Never again. This is one of those, things, right? At the barber's? A permanent dryer. Want me to curl those bangs of yours? No thanks. Better not mess with his hair, Emma. It's part of his identity, you know? Who will I be if not for my 2 sharp horns? What an amazing bouquet. I mean, it's giant. Not sure I approve. Be better if this flower was a bit more... Oh. The flower fell off. What happened to preserving the crime scene, Emma? It's fine, I'll just put it back, see? How scientific. Gun. This is the murder weapon, isn't it? This revolver. That's right, a big 45 caliber revolver. Wow. I wonder who brought this in here. I thought only police were allowed to have one of those. Why are you giving me that look? I didn't do it. I didn't. Listen, I was out in the hall eating snackoos when it happened. I know. No one here thinks you did it, Emma. It's hard to tell with you sometimes, Apollo. Hey, what have I done? Wait, if the killer brought a revolver, it must mean they had planned this from the start. That's right? Revolver added to the court record. What's this weird little string here? That's a body, isn't it? Sure is. The victim, no less. Let's take a closer look. Go ahead, Apollo. You first. Me? No, you should go first, Trucy, really. Will you two stop bickering and get over here? She's munching on snackoos again. Hope she's not too annoyed. Is that blood? Why don't you examine this one, Apollo? You know more about, red stuff than I do. Yep. Says who? Something is strange about this blood, though. Is that what it looks like? Anything else? Or are you just gonna, like, have me look exclusively at the hand? Apollo, look at this hand! He's holding something. Hey, no touching! You can throw all the snacks at me you'd like, Emma. But sooner or later, you're going to run out of them. You raise a good point. I'm a bit intrigued by this scene. Let's take a look. See there? He's holding something. What's this? A keyring? Think it might belong to the killer? You think it might belong to the killer? Certainly a possibility. What an unusual keyring. What unusual keys. This could be a vital clue. Alright, but what about his other hand? There is blood on his fingers. Not gonna inspect the bullet wound at all, not gonna inspect his face. Or the floor around the words. Alright, cool. Window. Look, there's a little window over there. Maybe the killer escaped through that. It's barely big enough for me to get my head through. Not to mention it only opens a crack. What? I was just saying it's possible. Right, no harm in that. Except I'm pretty sure it's impossible. You could peek into the room through it though, you know? Clock, lights, hair dryer. Oh, something else? Oh, I guess look at the revolver again. A 45 caliber revolver. Very deadly. You know, Apollo, I was wondering, what's a caliber, and what does the 45 mean? Huh? You want me to tell you? It's the size of the barrel. Simply put, the larger the caliber, the bigger the round. The bullet, in other words. Bigger bullets do more damage. Huh, chalk 1 point up for forensic science. You know it. But it's not 45 inches, right? That'd be too big. What's the unit of measurement they use, Miss Science? Well, Hush. Kids shouldn't ask so many questions. Guess she doesn't know. And let's see, coat hangers on the floor, a whole bunch of nothing else. I think we're good. Present postcard. Sorry. Can't comment on anything not scientifically relevant. I am a forensic scientist after all. A self-styled one, at least. Alright, let's talk about this brooch. Nope, you don't care. Let's talk about the gun. So this is the murder weapon? This revolver is incredibly heavy. It's been fired twice. You can still smell the gunpowder. That's odd. What's odd? Oh, nothing. Hey, no fair! Tell us! It's just, something about this revolver seems strange. Strange? Well, let's take a look at it. Bring the mouse over. You're not gonna let me open up the barrel, or open up the chamber? The middle of the weapon is a revolving chamber. And that's where you load the bullets. A revolver, see? Revolver. That sounds a bit like Wonder Bar. Especially if you save it really fast. I guess? You know what I always used to think? I used to think the closest sound to Wonder Bar was one liver. There's just so many words. There's just so many words in the world, Apollo. Isn't it amazing? It is amazing. And you know what else is amazing? That I can't enunciate any of them properly today. So many different words, so many different people. People like Trucy. More importantly, let us open this. Please? What is that symbol? I guess that's maybe just a pin. Alright, Trucy's gonna aim the barrel at me. Don't point that thing at me! Don't worry, I'm an old hand with firearms. I have one that shoots bullets. I don't want it shooting any bullets, thank you. Not those bullets, silly. My gun shoots bullets, the magic cat. Cat? Comes outside of a gun? I can tell by your expression you've never heard of that trick. It's a great one. Honestly, that one sounds halfway interesting. Alright, but where are the bullets in this gun? I see 4 empty chambers. It's probably not even the thing that Emma's bugged by. There's probably gonna be more than 2 bullets missing in this thing. Keys. Guitar key. There are 3 keys on this heart-shaped keyring. This middle key is shaped like a guitar? I get it. It must be a key to the guitar case. Guitar case key. I'll bet I know who this belongs to. I mean, did the symbol here not give it away? Also, the key to his girl. Let's talk about this keyring. She does not care. Alright, time to leave. Let's check the stage. The stage looks empty. I was hoping to get a chance to talk to Prosecutor Gavin. Oh well, nothing to do but to go to the crime scene, I guess. Are you sure? Are you sure? Look at their mixer. It's huge. Look at all these electronic devices. I'm guessing they have something to do with sound. Why guess when we can fiddle? Let's see here. Don't do that, Trucy. The settings are there for a reason. Don't fuck with them. Healthy curiosity is the key to a good investigation. When in doubt, fiddle. That's what Daddy always says. They should require parental testing, clearly. Piano. Wow, that piano looks much bigger close up. Machi played it so beautifully. Yeah, like a real pianist. That's just silly, Apollo. How can you call someone as good as Maki a pianist? Why, that's like throwing him in the same class as Daddy. Good thing Mr. Wright didn't hear that one. What a big stage. It's on a whole other scale than the Wonder Bar. The lights were so bright I couldn't see the whole first part of the concert. I'd love to do my act on a stage like this someday. Just hold back on the lights, for my eyes' sake, please. You'll be too blinded by my magic to worry about the lights. You probably don't want to blind the audience if you plan on showing them magic. I mean, if the audience can't see anything, then part 1 of your magic trick to part 2 of the magic trick, they won't be able to see the trick at all. It's easy. It's flawless. Now that's a big instrument case. That's a case for a contrabass, I think. You could fit 20 violins in there, I bet. It may look like a violin, but it's a completely different instrument. You could fit 5 truces in there, I bet. Hey, are you comparing me to an instrument? Huh. I wonder who left it sitting open like that. Look, a ladder. Guess they need one to work on the lights and such. Why don't they use a stepladder? I prefer stepladders, really. Is that so wrong? Not wrong, just, well, why do you prefer stepladders? They're so much more flexible than plain old ladders. I prefer my ladders rigid and stable, thank you. I don't know, I like stepladders too. 2 sets of legs going in opposite directions and a hinge offers much stability, I find. I'm with Trucy on this one, Apollo. It looks like there's nothing else out here for me. Alright, let's move. Backstage. Anything in the dressing room now? Nope. I'm probably missing something then. Ooh, it's gonna be one of those days. Searching for that magic pixel. Back into the dressing room. Nothing about the case, nothing about these cases. TV. They don't care about the fridge. They don't care about buttholes anymore. Ah, there we go. I was pointing at this earlier. Never mind. It's still a body. The body was holding a key ring. I wonder what it could mean. Must mean something. Doesn't look like the kind LeTouse would use. So the question is, whose key ring is it? Oh, you're practically a detective there, Apollo. Practically. I'm glad it brings them so much joy to mock me. Whole bunch of nothing? Question mark? Exclamation point? Question mark? Exclamation point? John Madden? I guess so. Okay, so that's completely done now. Good. One thing that's really nice is, as opposed to playing this on the DS and having to tap every small thing, being able to drag the cursor around the entire screen and check every last spot is much easier. Especially sometimes when your DS screen wasn't calibrated well and you couldn't tap the very, very bottom of the screen because it kind of just, you know, went up. Oh, hey, you have a new thing to talk about. Never mind. What do you think about this revolver? Well, it's pretty big. And heavy. That's right, it's a .45 caliber. That makes it one of the deadliest revolvers around. Even the police don't carry guns this big. Really? Yeah, it doesn't make sense. You don't need so much power to kill at such close range. It's overkill. I'm not sure I see the problem. I mean, whenever I go out to eat curry, I order extra spicy, just to be sure it's spicy. Of course, I can only ever eat one or two bites. And that's not a problem? There's another thing about a gun this big. It puts a lot of strain on the shooter. Strain? Yeah, say, if you were to fire this revolver, the recoil would probably dislocate your shoulder. Ouch! It's like the shooter's a victim too. Yet, the killer used this revolver, and quite well. I'm guessing whoever did it was used to shooting. Used to shooting a high caliber weapon. Well, that's about it. I think we've looked at just about everything there is. I guess you're right. I know how you're feeling. It's hard to know when to stop. But anything more involved has to wait until the squad gets here. I suppose. I'll go report the evidence. Sorry, but could you wait here till I get back? Huh? Oh, actually, we have to... Great, thanks. She laughed. What do we do, Apollo? She told us to wait. Great. Now how am I supposed to investigate? Well, I guess it can't be helped. Let's go. Huh? Go? Time's a-wasting, Apollo. We've got a lot of ground to cover. Well, that's true, but... On second thought, why not? Yeah, I'm sure everything will be fine. Of course it will. Let's go. You two are incredibly irresponsible. Ugh. Who's there? We didn't just imagine that, did we? He was wearing a silk hat. Friend of yours? Hardly. Whoever that was, he sure looked suspicious. Yeah. Who would wear a silk outfit looking like a magician? Clearly not a normal person. What is it with today? Problem after problem. You ain't kidding. It's the two leading members of the Gaviners, Apollo. Gaviners, Apollo. Clavia on vocals and Darian on guitar. They're so cool. I have a hard time thinking of Clavia as anything but a prosecutor, honestly. What are they arguing about? Probably the case, I'd bet. My hog won't start, my guitar case is busted, the guitar's been burnt to a crisp, and to top it all off, someone's dead. And then there was that performance just now. What was that all about? Hey man, don't blame me. You were the one who missed the cue. Me? Miss a cue? How could I conceivably get the most important part of that song wrong? How? And what was that all that tinny playing of yours? Who are you calling tinny? Sounds like they're having a spat. One of those differences in musical direction bands are always splitting up over. This is hardly the time. What are you doing? What are you two doing here? Hiya. We were just discussing the investigation, if you don't mind. Sorry, wait. You were what? Listen, you need to confirm that with the Republic of Borginia, Detective Crescent. Right. Anything else? What did you just call him? Detective? Greetings. Yo, look at that hair! Darian Crescent, Criminal Affairs, Division 3. Hello. Criminal Affairs? Apollo, you really don't know anything about the Gaviners, do you? Something tells me that something tells me that's about to be remedied. Bullet Bill? It reminds me of those, like, really showy motorcycles with the really, really long, protruding... I don't even know how to describe it. Just like the front. It's not like the tank of the motorcycle. It's It's some Japanese biker slash just gangster culture. It's silly, it's funny. But man, is it huge. It's phallic. Yes, it is a massive pompadour. Hey look, a brooch. I just thought of Prosecutor Gavin as one of those cool stoic types. The sort that never complains. How wrong I was. Hey look, a gun. Hey, are these yours? I was wondering if you knew anything about this. Does it look familiar? Familiar? It's mine! That's my keyring! I've been looking all over for it. What? This is yours, Mr. Gavin? I knew it. Apollo! How can you make that I knew it face? This is the keyring that was... Yeah, I know. Thanks, anyway. So, where did you find it? Actually, the victim was holding it. Like he was trying to keep it from the killer, even if it meant his life. What? Victim? You mean Mr. LeTouse had my keys? Indeed. When will my trials be over? Speaking of trials, I've never heard Mr. Gavin whine in court like he has been today. I was right about the fop, I'll give her that. Paulo! Mr. Gavin, maybe we can help. Tell us about your troubles today. I really don't think that's... Tell us? And we'll keep mum about the keyring for now. Are you blackmailing me, Fraulein? Are you blackmailing me now, Fraulein? Incredible. About the crime. Which crime do you mean? The murder, what else? Oh, that. For me, today has been a hit parade of crimes, you see. Prosecutor Gavin was singing the blues earlier, wasn't he? Something about his hog and his guitar case. Anyway, I'm afraid you know more about the killing of Mr. LeTouse than I do. For now, at least. Huh? You were the one who found the body, yeah? While we were in the middle of a performance, no less. Aren't you going to examine the crime scene, Prosecutor Gavin? I'll leave that to Fraulein Detective. Wouldn't want to step on her toes. They're not exactly best buddies, are they? Emma and Prosecutor Gavin, I mean. Well, what to do next? We've already checked out the scene. Prosecutor Gavin may be right. We might be the most informed for once. Maybe Prosecutor Gavin can shed some light on things we found. I don't believe you, Apollo. How can you come to this concert and not know about the Gaviners? It's not surprising. Why, even our ancestors knew nothing about America's existence once. I know America exists. The Gaviners aren't just an average rock band, Apollo. Each member is connected to the police somehow. The police? The real police! By day, they pack heat, but by night, they heat up the stage. By day, those lips interrogate. By night, they sing songs of unrequited passion. Okay. They debuted 7 years ago with 13 Years Hard Time for Love. Then came Love with No Chance of Parole and My Boyfriend is the Prosecution's Witness. The list of hits goes on and on. List of hits. This here's my right-hand man, Darian Crescent. I make the melodies and he attacks them with his guitar. He's a bit of a rogue, really. And this guy's a bit of a perfectionist. When a performance goes the least bit wrong, he goes into this funk. Just like today. I'd hope murder would be a bit more off-putting than a ruined concert. Concert today? A disaster! I'll get to the bottom of this and we'll see who missed a cue. Missed cue? They were arguing about that before. Great, I love nothing more than questioning tormented artists. Let's talk about that missed cue. What's this missed cue you keep talking about? You heard it, didn't you? From the audience? Actually, I didn't notice anything. See, no amateur is gonna pick up on that. Can you guarantee an entire audience of amateurs? No! Now take a listen to this. What's that? A mixing board. We use it to record our concert tonight. Are we supposed to be investigating a murder? Well, we've come this far, might as well go all the way. I've always wanted to learn about the recording industry. This is but one of the devices used in the recordings. We're a 5-part band. This lets us record each member's performance separately. You use the sliders to adjust the volume for each part. Check it out. Sure. Wow, neat. So, could you say hear only the drum part? Of course. That's how we'll find the criminal guilty of missing his cue tonight. More concerned with the other criminal. I'm more concerned with the other criminal, the one who kills people. You want help on the case? Then help me with mine. I guess rock and roll comes before prosecuting. Let's begin. First, we bring up the part of the performance in question. You simply choose the section of the song you wish to hear on the uppermost bar. Like so. There it is. Now, listen. Was something wrong? Couldn't hear it? Listen again, closely. The timing's a little off, isn't it? You see? There! Right at the most important part! And even an amateur can hear it. An amateur with a mixing board, maybe. You're missing the point! We'll never stamp out crime until we're perfect. Perfect! Here he goes again. Right. There, amateur. You will prove my point. Huh? Me? You will find the missed cue. You will tell us which instrument, which part, is the guilty party. But how? Did I not just explain it? Move the sliders with W and S. With the W key and the S key to adjust the volume for each part. Then, you will find the part that hopelessly bungles the cue with the A key and the D key. You'll find it with your untrained amateur ears. Nothing to do but try, Apollo. I guess. I'll admit, this looks kind of fun. First, a quick review. Yeah. Alright, we're just gonna use the mouse instead. Because we've got this. What the hell was that? Oh yeah, that was really bad. Let's hear it all. Oh yeah, that was sloppy. Alright. This part is off. Which is that? Second guitar. It was you, Darian! Well, looks like the cat's out of the bag. Ah, well, that's all you have to say? That kind of attitude lets killers walk free, Darian. Here they go again. Maybe it wasn't such a good idea to talk about the concert. It's starting to feel like we're just wasting time. It's all experience under our belts. That can't be bad. Yo, mixing board, let's go! Still can't get over the title for that song. Guilty Love? You were saying something about your motorcycle not starting? And something about your guitar case being busted? You're well informed. You mentioned it a few times. All happened this morning. It's all this keyring's fault. The keyring? It's got all my keys on it, yeah? My bike key, my car key, and the key to my guitar case. Wait, so this keyring disappeared. I thought I'd put it in my jacket pocket. Prosecutor Gavin's keyring disappeared? I had to come to the concert by taxi. How embarrassing. And in order to get my guitar out, I had to break the lock. Wait, this guitar wasn't the one that... The very one. Up in flames. And right on stage, too. I actually thought that was a part of the show. Crazy. To top it off, Mr. LeTouse's life was taken. Nobody told me about days like these. Strange days indeed. You think? What's wrong, Trucy? Well, I was just trying to make sense of everything. First, this heart-shaped keyring gets stolen, then a very expensive guitar flares up on stage, and Mr. LeTouse dies. Yes, and? Could it all really be just a coincidence? Coincidence? Meaning? Darian, can you make any sense of all this? Hey, don't look at me. What do you think, Apollo? Huh? I mean, I think Mr. Gavin's having a really bad day, or all this was planned. You aren't thinking what you aren't thinking what I think you're thinking. Are you, Fraulein? I am. What? What? Hey, don't leave me in the dark with Spike here. The name's Apollo, but yeah, I agree. Don't leave us in the dark. What are you talking about? Haven't you noticed a connection, Apollo? A curious connection between all of Mr. Gavin's troubles today? Well... Brooch, revolver... I mean, they are all kind of fucking over with his concert specifically. I have noticed. You know, something was bugging me too. That keyring and the guitar and the body. Slow down there, Polly. You look a wee bit dizzy. He's bluffing. He hasn't figured it out. Fess up if you're a man. You're as clueless as I am. Huh? No. Give Air 4head a chance. Let's see your evidence of the connection. Shall we? Evidence? I better think of something pronto. Come on, let's see it. What's the connection between all of Mr. Gavin's troubles? Stole away the keys. Fire. Bullet of love. It's this, isn't it? A lyrics sheet. The guitar's serenade. What's that got to do with anything? It's everything to do with everything. Oh, I wouldn't have believed it if Miss Fraulein hadn't helped it. If the Fraulein hadn't pointed it out. I'm just putting words in my mouth. What are you talking about, man? Enough with the riddles! Maybe it is a coincidence. Maybe it is a coincidence. Or perhaps it means something. Don't you think, Fraulein? I do. Everything that's happened to Mr. Gavin today is predicted in the lyrics to this song. What? No way! Look, just think about everything that's happened to Mr. Gavin. Let's list them in the order that they occurred. While reading this lyrics sheet, first, the keyring was stolen. And not just any keyring, a heart-shaped keyring. That's right here. When you stole away the keys, my heart held onto so tight. This is a heart holding keys. And next, his guitar burst into flame. Burning on in my heart, fire. Burn my love away. And then, Mr. LeTouse was killed. Like a bullet of love, fire, take my life away. But that's crazy! Yeah, no kidding! So everything that happened today, here, this song predicted it all. Or perhaps it was the other way around. Huh? The criminal could have based their crime on the lyrics. But who would go through all that trouble? Someone who moves in mysterious ways, no doubt. I believe you've stumbled upon something quite vital and quite annoying, Fraulein. She looks pleased. The lyrics predicting the crime. Favier? Seems a bit more than just a coincidence to me. I have to agree. Keyring, the guitar, and the murder. Keyring might have been dropped by accident. The keyring might have been dropped by accident. If the victim was holding it, I'd just think that it was unconnected. That's true. Prosecutor Gavin's as calm and collected as ever. So the criminal matched their actions to the lyrics. So the criminal matched their actions to the lyrics? That sounds likely. Why would anyone do that? While we think about that, I'm gonna get cracking on the biggest crime here. I'm going to talk to the Borginian embassy about this Mr. LeTouse. Ah, right. Thanks, Darien. I'll leave the pondering to the mysteries to you. I'm out of here. Foreign national. Mr. LeTouse was killed. It seems like that would have to be the point of all this. But they did more than that. They left us with not only a murder, but a mystery. Mr. Gavin sure is irritable today. Maybe this is the real prosecutor Gavin we don't get to see in the courtroom. I've had enough, frankly. If you find any more mysteries, do me a favor and keep them to yourselves, yeah? Yeah. I guess this is all we're going to get from Prosecutor Gavin. That leaves Lamoire in question. Prosecutor Gavin, do you know where Lamoire is now? I had to go to my dressing room. That pianist, I don't know if it's Machi or Maki. I'm gonna say Maki. Maki Tobaye, of course. She seemed rather shocked by Mr. LeTouse's sudden passing. Gaviner's dressing room. Got it. Let's move. Backstage hallway. It's you again! Who's there? And he's gone. There he goes again. Who is that guy? Huh? Trucy? You know, he did look sort of familiar. So, he is a friend of yours? No, that's not it. Sorry, I don't remember. Curiouser and curiouser. Alright, I'm going to take a short break. I'm going to get a quick glass of water, or rather fill up my glass of water again, as well as do some facial exercises because, man, I am missing words, stumbling words, and just not enunciating. Be right back.